Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Miami Dolphins. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And not much room to speak of. They'll get about 3 up to the 41.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Yep, 45. Here you go. Here, go right hand, right hand. 5.
They're going to throw. May. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Deep to return, Malik Washington. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that. It
seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run. Here's Deval Achane. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll run for it with Achane. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Play action. May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Malik Neighbors, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. But you look at this Patriots defense. They enter play here number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In motion, the tight end. Throwing here is May. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On the ground, it's the rookie from Alabama. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd down and 6.
Hey, go. Hey, what's that?
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. On now is Andres Borregales to try the field goal. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football, as they've got it with a 1st down coming up.
Here goes that. Hey, what's that? We're good.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
And he'll run on the inside handoff. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, it's caught inside the 25. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 45 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
60, Rocco 80, trap 60, trap 60.
They'll set up to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
He was defended by Christian.
The Dolphins at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They probably have been a little bit.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Third and 19. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Cougar 19.
They'll go with the keeper. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Dolphins are back within a score.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right. I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. Gets around him. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for our Patriots. First down.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Hey, here we go, throw. Hey, what's that?
Slot man moves right. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Nifty move. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there, just like last play.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Hey, here we go, hey, what's that?
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Right back to him on first down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To the air, May. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Given 3 on the game there, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're failure without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Second and goal from inside the 5. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal.
What's up? Hey, what's up?
On play action, May will try to pick it up himself. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Only a 3-yard loss there on the sack, but more importantly, it leads to a 4th and goal.
What's up? Hey, what's up? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
They'll try and throw for it with May. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 94 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying the ball game here, the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. 2 yards to go, second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he stopped immediately there. A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
From the gun, it's May. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
That's good for a Patriots first down.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
2nd and 10.
What's up? Hey, what's up? Crazy, crazy.
From the shotgun, May with it. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard on what should be the final play of the first half. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think they probably just looked at things and said, look, this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
2nd and 14. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
He'll drop to throw.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
First down, New England.
Now a handoff running for the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw, it's May. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Oh, the gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Here is 3rd and 5. They'll throw with May.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Quickly into the hands of Neighbors off the RPO.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And that went off the mark. A little late with a throw.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to put a drive together.
Play is a turnover on down.
Hand off to Achane to begin the drive.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2nd and 6. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 60 Bisons, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop the throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around at 30. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
At the 30-yard line.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Back to throw. He sets to fire deep. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't. So it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Viking 18.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Check out.
They'll run. A-Chan.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Ready? Cougar 19. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon A-Chan from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Patriots 14.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
They're going to throw. May. That one taken in by Neighbors. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Here's May.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James.
And the Patriots first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw here on first down.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And they will take a knee here.
Go! Cowboy 80.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment. Whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Dolphins, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3 and 4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.